Ladies and gentlemen of Amebo. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you and yours. Whoa, I don't have time to know whether I play the correct tone. Because everywhere I gog like this, everywhere I pande. Because ever since last night, Engineer Seyi Makinde, that's the governor of Oyo State, he come outside and he make a statement to the press. Oh yeah, watch it.
I therefore, with a full sense of responsibility as the executive governor of Oyo State, call on the appropriate international human rights and accountability mechanism, including those within the United Nations system, to closely examine the facts surrounding this abduction and the circumstances of its resolution.
Well, come on for Ogun, so that we will not drag the talk to be long. Except you're living under a rock. You are aware that in Nigeria, for the past few months / years, we have been going through a lot of terrorist attacks. The latest one that happened was in Oyo State. Maybe not latest, but that is the biggest one in recent times, where they kidnapped over 40 children and teachers. Now, in that process of that kidnap, they killed, they beheaded 2 teachers. Yeah, how you understand now? They beheaded 2 teachers. Behead, that's why they killed them. They killed Nigerians that they have kidnapped. Now, in the process of that, it went on for about 56 days. Many stories came outside during that time. In fact, there was a time that Fayose, he go on TV and he said, well, Seyi Makinde is the one that is responsible for those children that were lost. Meanwhile, 3 days ago, the children, they were finally released. And the parents, why they were released? Federal government, in fact, the army, they released one video where this is how they use and track the children down. Kiniko, where they even, there's one ancient of this camera that they hold like this. You will think it's NTA that is recording news. If you see that camera that they hold, I'm like, what is happening? Yeah. Anyway, they shall release the information. This is how they tackle them. I even scroll into the video. Okay, have you seen where they shoot 1 or 2 person? I don't say anything like that. So what's that purpose of this video? Anyway, that's not what the issue is. I said, Governor Seyi Makinde now released statement yesterday. He said he's calling on international organization, humanitarian rights organization. Let's get this come and investigate. Let's come and truly investigate into the matter to know what truly transpired, so that everybody in the state, they will allay their fears, so that everybody will be confident. Okay, this will not happen again. How do you do prevention method for something that happened before, so that it will not happen again? Because however everybody knows, if something happened before in the past, when you map it out, map out the strategy, it's how you will know, okay, this is what caused this to happen, so that you what prevent future occurrence. When I tell you, ever since Engineer Seyi Makinde, he dropped this video, everywhere I go, of course, many 1 million Nigerians, they are saying yes, because even we have been suspecting foul play. Why are we suspecting foul play? Number one, they say they rescue people. Meanwhile, inside your news of rescuing, they say, how did they do it? They say, it's a 1 month long operation that they now go and check all of the family members of the bandits. They now threaten them. The bandits now release the captives. Nigerians are not like, something fishy is going down here. Something fishy is going down here. How can you tell me they kidnapped them for 56 days? You now go and threaten them, they now release. Okay, very good. How about all the other kidnaps that have been going on all around the country? Are you telling me the same pressure that you use to threaten them? That's number one. Number two, if there's a terrorist occurrence happening, Nigerians are not saying that, how do you prevent other terrorists from going to kidnap other children? It's not by taking these people to jail, by giving them public trial, if possible, public execution. In fact, there is one time last week, somebody even in a house of rep that was saying they must execute anybody that kill, especially in a kidnap case. Even though in Nigerian law is there, if you kidnap and it results in death, the person must be executed. So 1 million Nigerians are now asking, who are the people that were perpetrators? Because people were killed. There are 1 million Nigerians that were killed. Who are the perpetrators? Silence, radio silence. We don't hear anything. We don't hear pa. We don't hear po. Even what's it called now? Hey, PC people. They have already begun to drag everybody that is asking questions. Hey, you are so stupid. How can you say this is fake? They now bring the picture of the woman. Can you see how they are looking lean now than they were before? How can you say this is fake? Anyway, since Seyi Makinde, he dropped that statement yesterday. Hey, can you see now? You don't know why we are asking. Due process must be made. However, I tell you, those APC Oshins, they know that engineer to rest. So they now begin to bring out, formulate their own what happened is that Engineer is the worst governor here. Engineer, he hates the Yoruba clan. You know, anything in APC, anything APC is against like this, is against Yoruba. Yes, that's it. That's their new strategy. Once you are against what's gonna APC, you are against the Yoruba clan, you are against the Yoruba race, you are clinical. Ha! I've never seen such dumb analogies in my life. Anyway, Nigerians no let what's going on the matter to rest. They say when they support Engineer Seyi Makinde, they even go on a normal day. What's going on? United Nations, they don't really trust them like that too, because it's not like way before. Those people have come to aid, but it's a stain on Nigerian institution, because engineer cannot even ask federal government that federal government should investigate. Why? Because they understand this federal government, they don't even know what they are doing. It's not last week that they say there is one scandal that chief of staff is involved in. Hey, Senate House of Rep, I mean Senate, whatever it is that they are doing there, they say they are not going to investigate the matter. It's not a stain on our institution. It's not a stain on our country that we cannot investigate something properly. And everybody just want to move forward. When some people were kidnapped, some people were killed. Inside the video, where they are even interviewing the woman, there's one time that they say, Kiniko, where is her car? Hey, man's car sound. What do you mean, why is your car? People are now saying, oh, conspiracy theories. Okay, is it that they promise her motto for successful completion of the clinical? Everybody's asking, what really happened there? That's how yesterday, news now break out. Where the contestant for APC in Oyo State, he now go and dash her a motto. Everybody say, what is going on here? Then the woman now come and say, when that time that they kidnapped them, that is a car that they used to transport them from place to place. People are now asking, if they just kidnap you, they just release you. First, you first go and be saying, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for what? Thank you for what? Thank you for allowing 2 Nigerians to be killed? Thank you for what? People are now asking, in that moment, what's supposed to be on your mind? Is it supposed to be a car? Is it supposed to be a motor? She now come outside and say, whoa, everything don't die like this. Everything don't scatter. Seyi Makinde say, UN should come and investigate because nobody trusts government. So that they will allay fears of the people. They should come and investigate. We now have to go and call outsider to come and investigate our own matter. We're in serious soup in this country. We're in serious problem. We think we have government, but we don't have government because government cannot protect life and property. And the people itself don't trust the government to protect life and property. However, NPC people, the ones on Twitter, they don't let it to rest. They make it to drag Seyi Makinde. Anybody that is supporting Seyi Makinde, they are dragging. People are now asking them, wait, what is the main problem? So you don't want us to get to the truth of the matter. Okay, you want kidnap to be going on. They say, no. Hey, what happens is that people are not caring. They are not clinical. They are not. Nibitoro, they do what? Sayonara. Sayonara. Before they will drag, the people already drag me. They will continue to drag me. You understand? But I will also continue to talk. Drag me, drag me. I will continue to talk. If except if you go and find what's going on, even if you find nay, you pin my mouth with nail stapler. You just be quote. I still talk. Mr. Jeremy Farmer, sayonara.